Hello friends, my name is Ryan, and I'm going to tell you a story named the JonBenét Ramsey Case, a child beauty queen's mysterious death, which is a very amazing story full of twists. So, let's start. It was the night of December 25, 1996, when a tragedy unfolded in the quiet city of Boulder, Colorado. The Ramsey family, known in their community for their wealth and charm, had just celebrated Christmas. A warm, cozy evening filled with holiday cheer should have been the highlight of the year, but little did they know that this night would mark the beginning of one of the most perplexing and haunting mysteries the world had ever seen. JonBenét Ramsey, a 6-year-old girl with sparkling blue eyes and an infectious smile, was a local child beauty queen. Her presence in pageants had made her famous, her name known in households across the nation. But on that fateful morning, JonBenét was nowhere to be found. Her mother, Patsy Ramsey, found a ransom note on the staircase when she went downstairs to check on her daughter. The note demanded $118,000, an oddly specific amount, and threatened harm if the family didn't comply. What happened in the moments that followed remains a chilling mystery to this day. The note was strange. It was long, written in black ink, and seemed to be crafted with deliberate care. The amount demanded was eerily close to Mr. Ramsey's Christmas bonus, a coincidence that was too peculiar to ignore. But the more the police investigated, the more oddities began to surface. Why would a kidnapper take the time to write such a detailed note but not immediately take the child? Where was the ransom drop supposed to happen? As the investigation began, the family, understandably distraught, was thrust into the spotlight. The media descended upon them, and every little detail about their lives came under scrutiny. The Ramsey family's lives were turned upside down, with everyone asking the same question: where was JonBenét? Hours later, JonBenét's body was discovered in the basement of the family's home. She had been strangled, and there were signs of sexual assault. The scene was bizarre, nothing like a typical kidnapping or ransom case. It was as though the whole thing had been staged, a sick and twisted game that nobody could comprehend. The police found themselves tangled in a web of contradictions. The Ramsey family, particularly Patsy, came under suspicion. Was she involved? Or was someone else responsible for this horrific crime? What about the father, John Ramsey? Was there something more to the family's wealth that led to this tragedy? Did someone close to them have a dark, twisted motive? In the coming days, strange details came to light. The 911 call Patsy made that night was peculiar, her voice sounding frantic yet controlled. How could she sound so calm? Was this a woman who had just lost her child, or was there something more sinister behind her tone? Then there were the reports about the family's background, rumors of infidelity, and accusations of possible internal conflicts. But the most unsettling fact was the ransom note itself. Experts debated over its authenticity. Some believed it was written by someone who knew the family, perhaps a person close enough to understand their financial situation and family dynamics. But then, there was the handwriting analysis, conflicting results that led to even more confusion. Days turned into weeks, and the investigation went nowhere. No solid leads emerged, and the case grew colder by the day. The Ramsey family was not the only ones who felt the weight of the investigation. The entire town of Boulder seemed to be engulfed in a sense of dread. Everyone had their theories, but no one had answers. The case became a media frenzy, with journalists and armchair detectives analyzing every shred of evidence. Some believed the family was involved, others pointed to an intruder, and some even claimed it was a botched kidnapping gone horribly wrong. But no matter what theory was proposed, the truth remained elusive, slipping further and further away as time passed. Years went by, and the JonBenét Ramsey case remained unsolved. The public's fascination with the mystery continued to grow, and even today, the question remains: who was responsible for the death of JonBenét Ramsey? Was it someone from within the family? Was it an outsider, a stranger who somehow knew everything about their lives? Or was there another, darker explanation no one had yet considered? Despite numerous investigations, interrogations, and theories, the mystery has never been fully solved. The case remains a symbol of how twisted the truth can be when wrapped in layers of deceit, confusion, and heartache. The haunting image of JonBenét, the little girl whose smile lit up every room, still lingers in the minds of those who remember her. The answers may never come, but the mystery will never fade. Friends, I know this case has left many of you with questions, with chills running down your spine. It's a story that has intrigued people for decades, and it's far from over. To continue exploring more stories like this one, filled with suspense and shocking twists, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You won't want to miss the next chapter. Stay curious, and always be ready for the unexpected. The story follows the simple, suspenseful, and twist-filled style you requested while being engaging and focused on drawing in the audience to encourage subscriptions.